see Georgetown from my window, and I would always think to myself, like, I need to get there. And I remember the day they called me on the phone, and I just lost it. I started screaming. I was like, oh my God, I got in. And
coming to Georgetown was something I wanted for a long time.
I was excited by the opportunity to live in and explore our nation's capital.
And you don't really get monuments like this on the West Coast.
It's interesting, everybody in DC thinks they're saving the world, but I think there's some truth to that.
I think the differentiating factor for me with Georgetown was just the people.
Classmates will be something that I absolutely look back on with fondness.
When I was very low, when there was hard times, the people that were with me that supported me, I will always remember.
When we're up late working on a HOMA deck for class and you're all about to lose it because you are just crashing on this project as quickly as possible, and then somebody puts on like an LMFAO song and everybody's dancing around and on the tables.
I think without those moments, people would go insane.
Everybody's very focused on their work, but also likes to joke around, have a good time, and that's very refreshing for me because I take my work seriously, but I take my non-work even more seriously.
Someone coming from abroad, you don't know exactly what to expect, what's the inclusion going to be like, but I found it very easy to just immerse myself within the student body. I got soccer teams named after me, even though I'm not the best player on the team, arguably the worst.
On Thursday afternoons, when we have our kegs in the Commons.
I've been one of the people who's been to every single one since I was a first year, and it's like my favorite part. Like, I love it.
It's work hard, play hard here at MSP.
We are dominating so far. We won the grill off.
Brad and Ben doing an amazing job there. I don't know what type of animal they had in there.
We definitely have soccer, frisbee, and kickball taken care of today. Pretty confident about that. M12s.
It's all about M12, and we're here to prove that we're the best. And the evening program, I don't even know why they show up.
I've been involved in Movember. We had over 90 students participate, and we raised over $27,000. Best mustache, I think it has to be between Ryan Gianni and Rob Berra and Rafi Tabib. And probably worst mustache has to be Campbell Hudson. He grew that thing for about 5 weeks and just could not get it going.
A McDonough definitely attracts a certain type of person. It's the type of person who isn't in it just for themselves.
It's a sense of responsibility for not only your own career, but the careers of those around you.
We have students that are doing consulting projects for small businesses and nonprofits in the DC area.
And give them something that, unfortunately, because of their funding, they ordinarily wouldn't have been able to get. And it was actually one of the best projects that I worked on during my time at Georgetown.
I was able to apply some of my MBA skills to projects that my dad is working off in Bulgaria. So we're working on getting investors for a solar panel project.
In our small groups and in our teams, we're all really working to enhance each other's strengths and capabilities.
It was so hard for me to get an internship because I had such a strong technical background, and there were so many second years and alumni that I reached out to who really extended a helping hand.
I was inundated by people that were willing to help me through mock interviews with how to answer specific questions, how to highlight my interests and my experiences to help me land that job.
I do think that's something that is unique to Georgetown.
I remember being extremely stressed out the first mod, equally stressed out the second mod, but then realizing that, oh my gosh, it's working, like I'm actually learning some stuff.
Everybody, I think,
grows together and it sort of helps develop your bonds with your classmates.
They kind of, broke us down so they can build us back up from an academic standpoint.
We are doing an ethics skit, and we had a team member who decided he wanted to dress up as a giant husk of corn.
Wait, was he a banana or a corn?
Thanks, Brad.
It's all because of Bannon. If someone didn't read the case, you can ask Bannon. He for sure read it. Miles has a picture of Bannon on his laptop, displayed on his desktop. So it's all about them.
The global experience was absolutely one of the best experiences here at Georgetown.
The client that we worked for was this kind of a startup company that was looking for a go-to-market strategy in the US.
It was tremendously rewarding to see them really acknowledging that we brought some ideas that they thought they could implement.
My team and I had the opportunity to go out with our client contacts in Vietnam.
The more you travel, the more you see, the more you experience. It helps you get out of your circle of comfort.
Shanghai is something that will stand out in my memory.
I just remember when we all went into the Dead Sea, the first thing was going out, trying not to splash the salt water in your eyes.
Barcelona was lots of fun. It was a beautiful city, lots of history, and also lots of technology and advancement and growth opportunities.
It was really incredible to see how Georgetown has a footprint in the Middle East.
During Dubai, I had a unique opportunity to study Islamic finance.
One of the things that seems so simple is just exchanging a business card. In China, you have to use 2 hands and pass it to the next person like that and make sure you study the card.
Israel was a wonderful experience. I had never been to the country. I'd never been to the Middle East at all.
You get to travel around and see some other amazing parts of the world that make the global experience all the more amazing.
A lot of people whom I have met, they said, Sid, you have changed a little bit. What's that? And I said, well, it's the Georgetown Hoya.
The biggest accomplishment is just deciding to go ahead and open my business. That's definitely something I probably would have been a little bit on the scared side of before business school.
5 years down the line, if I plan to start a business, the first people I'll go and look out for are my, Georgetown Hoyas.
You kind of now have this whole new Rolodex of people to reach out to.
They can fund my startup, and then I can be banging on their door asking for money someday.
It's given me an impetus to learn more about culture and people, and to see where they're coming from, why they're different in their approach.
If I go back to Greece, if I'm a manager, if I run a company, bringing that diversity is definitely something that Georgetown taught me.
My connection to Georgetown is going to go on for a lifetime. That I already know.
The relationship and the experience does not end here. It will continue.
My connections to Georgetown just started in 2010, and I think it'll continue till the end of my life.
Probably the thing I'll remember most is the people here.
Well, we've all been talking about how hard it's going to be to not see each other every day.
Every time we go out, it's like we're probably not going to have a night like this again.
I feel like I have 200 new best friends that I'll have with me for the rest of my life.